In a question on paracompletion, it is very important to first find out the essence of the entire passage and then try and find out the relationship between the last line and the second last line or the penultimate line of the paragraph. Now here the passage begins to talk about linguistics and then goes forward to talk about the role of linguists, right? It says that linguists are least bothered or not concerned about the prescriptive rules of the language. Rather, what they are really interested in are the universals concerning language. In other words, common elements of all languages. So they are not really interested in finding out specific rules of one particular language, but instead finding out the relationship, forging a relationship between other languages and finding out the common elements amongst them, right? So now look at the options. As we can see, all the options begin with the same statement. The linguist then tries to place these elements in a theoretical framework. These elements here would refer to common elements of all languages, right? Now option A says that will describe all languages and also predict what specific rules can occur in a language. That will describe all languages makes sense, follows from the last line which deals with common elements, forging a relationship between finding common elements of all languages. But when the statement goes about saying also predict specific rules, what specific rules can occur in a language, this goes against what the passage says. The passage says that the linguist is not concerned with specific rules of the language. They are not concerned with specific rules of a language that can occur in a language, and therefore option A is incorrect. Option B is also incorrect because of the same reason, because again it talks about specific rules. What specific rules cannot occur in a language? This also goes against the passage. Option D also talks about rules specific to a particular language. So once you put the common elements in a theoretical framework, then it helps this linguist describe specific rules to a particular language and track changes from time to time. Again, this is against the passage. Option C says the linguist then tries to place these elements in a theoretical framework that will describe all languages and depict their common threads, right? Find out what is common amongst them. So therefore option C is directly linked to the last line of the paragraph and the second last line of the paragraph, and therefore is the apt last sentence.